Hi, Malik. I am Annie Harmon. I write for children, and today I am just this guy's friend. We met, what was it, over a decade ago now?
2012.
Through your construction office,
Yeah.
where you are a certified green builder.
Absolutely, I
Yes,
remember that.
which my daughter now wants to get into. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And you know what I love about you, Malik, is that you have always, you were not like a normal contractor. You have never like disappeared once the signatures were signed. In fact, you always stuck around and said, how can I help?
Thank you.
That's what I love about you. In fact, every time we met, the first thing you always said was, is everything in life going the way you want it to?
Yeah.
And when is ever it going the way we want it to? Never.
Never.
And because you are always looking to uplift us, your answer was always, tell me how I can help. I want to see you through this.
Thank you.
And I love that because it shows to me that you are the embodiment of service. And that's what your position would be, serving the people. And that's why I really get excited when I think that you're running. So we got to know each other a little bit better.
The last rodeo, right?
Right? Because I supported and I loved your personality, your values so much that I volunteered to help you in your run for Justice of the Peace, Precinct 4. Right. So I was really excited that you're doing this now.
Yep. Thank you so much. No, I'm grateful, Annie. You know, I'm thankful to God the Almighty. First of all, my friend was asking me earlier, Nasir, how did you do this? I mean, we just had a breakfast with a few friends, and but we have like 6 different Christian faiths,
Yes,
Presbyterians, Latter-day Saint, Jewish person, and then Muslim and Christians and Catholics,
and agnostic.
Exactly. So, this is all the blessings of God. And I think when people see things, and I can go to sleep at night knowing that I have not cheated anyone,
Yes.
And my business is my life. And when you came and met me at my house and you were shocked, you said, Nasir, how? I've never met a builder who take us to their home. And I said, I have nothing to hide. So my goal is, and it has always been, to do whatever is right, because I was blessed with a good mentor in my life, starting from Alta Wadiwala to Kelly Azell, and all the people I have in my life, they were always told me to do the things the right way. And I have no words to thank God and my friends and their support and love for people like you coming so far from Humble all the way to here to Vintage today. And it speaks for not my integrity, but it speaks that God has been kind to me, to blessing me with friends like that, like you. And it's when I ran last time, you know what happened after that.
I know what happened.
And I have no regrets.
But that brings me to my question now, is you were running against an incumbent who's been in the place for a long time.
32 years.
He's got some massive support.
Absolutely.
And you have always been so honest.
Right.
How do you overcome that? I had the question better in my head, but when it comes out, it's not coming out right. But how do you get people to recognize you when you aren't bought, when you aren't already paid for by people who are, and that's what I love about you. As I know, when you get elected, you will be serving us because of your values, and you will be doing what you said, rather than what the people who got you in position want you to do. But how do you get past that first step? And
Annie, that last time I ran as a Republican, right? I was. I'm not saying that was something that I shouldn't have done, because I was passionate about it. And then it hurt me when some very hierarchy friends who were my friends had said that they were not happy for me running against their long-term friends. I have nothing to lose, honestly.
Right.
I am a very successful businessman. I'm well established, and I was enjoying my life till 6 months ago, when we decided to run, and I am getting up early in the morning, meeting with people, campaigning. But people need to understand, the reason you are here, you said earlier today that you are done with the party line thing. You want to vote for the person. I'm I have met a lot of young students right now in last few weeks, and if you ask them what is their biggest fear right now, we claim that we are number one in the world,
Right.
but our education system is number 27 in the world.
Yep. Yep.
The kids who are graduating from high school, they need to wake up. The parents, the grandparents, they need to wake up. We need to see what's right for our children, what's right for our grandchildren. Because if we keep voting for people without knowing who we are voting for, that incumbent who's in office, when he got elected back in 2014, he was given this position on a silver platter. And a lot of people, if you ask them right now in SD7, who is your state senator, they don't know. Yeah. They only know that man because of the position he has as a tax controller or whatsoever. I don't even remember because I was in Dallas at that time. So unless people see what we are willing to offer and people see what we are about to do for them, the education system, my kids didn't go into private school, they went to public school. My son, my daughters, they all went to Klein ISD. We have to have a trust in them. When I went to Amarillo College, my first semester fee was $650 back in 1985-86. But now my daughter, she's in a state school, and we have to pay $7,000.
What about people who don't have trust in the system? Because having trust doesn't make a better system. Like I had to homeschool my children because I no longer had that trust.
Absolutely.
What do we do to get that trust back?
Because people are not looking for people. They have forgotten that who have put them in office.
Right.
It's a big white boys game. You scratch my back, I'll scratch your back.
Actually, I think the problem is the people who got them in office wasn't the people themselves. And that's why I really want the people to see you, because you aren't bought and paid for.
Absolutely. And we want to do what is right for people. Just like, like I tell people, if I don't deliver in my business, I'll be out of business. So why we don't practice the same rule for these politicians?
Right.
If they don't deliver what they promise, get them out. But we are so afraid. But then they're lobbyists.
Well, we're afraid of taking a chance on something we don't know.
Absolutely.
Which is why it's really hard to get somebody who's already in position out.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So what we are doing right now, we are trying to voice our opinion over and over again. And we are trying to get this into people's heart. Listen, our message is the message we are giving for your children, for gun safe. We are not against gun. You asked about that earlier, right?
Yes, I'm a gun owner, and I would never. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Right.
I would never want that right taken away because
Absolutely.
I believe Americans have the right to bear arms. Yet, I also believe in common sense because I didn't get my driver's license because I didn't know how to drive a car.
Absolutely.
I don't want anybody going out on that highway who hasn't even been trained.
So we are afraid to tell people that they have to be disciplined.
That you have to be responsible for these choices. Yes.
Absolutely. And
with
if
these choices.
Just like when you're driving on a highway, do you like to drive either side of the road? No.
No.
You have to be disciplined. So why we cannot have a discipline about guns?
Right.
Why we cannot have a discipline about education? Why we cannot have a discipline about this immigration issue? Let's talk about that quickly. We have gone below the level of humanity. I'm not happy the way people are coming to the border. I'm an immigrant. My parents sponsored me. I came here. I understand that. But we have to understand that there's a respect and there's a level of humanity that we must keep maintained. Whether you're Christian, whether you're Muslim, whether you're Hindu, it should not matter. Right. We must treat these people like they're another human being.
And see, that is the thing that is also a very hot topic here.
Absolutely.
And that's why I think also you are a very valuable person to have in the Senate, because having run Republican and having run Democrat, some people would say that means you can't make up your mind, but no, to me that means that you aren't blocked by other people's decisions of what a party is. You are going by what is right and what is right. And this particular topic has to be handled very carefully because we can't have lawbreakers. We can't have people just breaking the law, but we also can't be treating people like they're not humans.
Exactly.
And it is that fine balance that we need to find. And it takes somebody who knows both sides to do that.
Yep.
And Malik, that's why I want to say you've got my vote.
Thank you so much,
and
Annie.
God, good luck to you.
Thank you so much.
All right,
I appreciate
bye.
it. Thank you.